literally trying to do everything yourself. That's exhausting. And honestly, it's where a lot of real estate owners get stuck. The calls are coming in, but you can't answer all of them. And those missed calls are lost deals.
Every time someone calls your business, it sounds like a good thing. But behind that opportunity is interruption, manual intake, and lost focus. And in industries like real estate, responding to a lead within 5 minutes can increase conversion rates by up to 900%. Yet, most businesses still miss around 20 to 30% of inbound calls simply because no one is available to answer them on the spot. In this video, we're going to talk about how an AI voice agent makes your business 100 times more efficient and more profitable by taking care of your inbound calls. And here's what makes this even more powerful. A voice agent typically operates at 80 to 95% at a lower cost compared to traditional frontline call handling, which means you're not just improving response time, but you're increasing conversion while dramatically reducing intake costs at the same time. This isn't about saving a few minutes, but about increasing conversion without increasing workload. Most businesses don't see this as a problem, but as part of the process. Of course, someone has to answer the phone, collect the information, and of course, someone has to book the meeting. But that's exactly the issue. You've tied up your growth to human interruption. Every new inbound lead creates more manual work, thus more room for errors, and your sales team ends up spending energy collecting information instead of preparing to close. It feels manageable when the volume is low, but as soon as inbound increases, the pressure increases with it. And if your intake process depends on someone manually handling every single call, you don't have leverage, but a bottleneck. Imagine this instead. The phone rings and nobody on your team even looks up because the call is answered instantly. On the other side, it sounds like a calm and professional assistant. It starts the conversation the same way a real team member would. It gathers the business information it needs, it understands what the caller is saying, and keeps the flow smooth. And the best part, by the time the call ends, the lead already exists in your system with all the detailed structure, the context clear, and a booked meeting. Your sales team gets notified with all the information they need before they even speak to the prospect. And as a result, the only thing your team has to focus on is get prepared and close the lead. Now, let's make a demo live. And since we've talked a lot about real estate agencies and we showed some metrics, let me call a AI voice agent and pretend like I am a real estate agency owner.
Good morning there, this is Natalie from AI. How can I help you today?
I am calling you because I would like some information about my real estate agency. I'm looking ways to increase the conversion of my inbound calls, but most importantly, I am looking for ways to reply to as many calls as possible, while at the same time I am focusing on the growth of my business and automating most of the manual tasks.
That makes total sense. You're juggling answering calls and actually running the business at the same time. That's a really common challenge for growing real estate teams. Let me make sure I understand. When leads call in, are you or your team currently handling those calls manually? Or do you have some kind of system in place right now?
All the calls are answered manually. And because I am alone, basically we are a team of 2. I am the owner, while at the same time I am trying to reply to the calls and do the showings of the properties and find new clients and find new properties. So I'm all over the place and I need a system that will at least take care of the inbound calls, which is the most important, especially if we're talking about new leads and new potential clients.
I hear you. You're literally trying to do everything yourself. That's exhausting. And honestly, it's where a lot of real estate owners get stuck. The calls are coming in, you can't answer all of them. And those missed calls are lost deals. something we've helped real estate teams solve. We work with voice agents, AI that answers calls 24/7, qualifies leads, books showings, and hands you only the ones worth your time. So while you're doing a showing or finding new properties, the calls are still being answered. Quick question though. When calls come in, what information do you need to capture from a lead before they're worth your time? Like, are you looking for specific neighbourhoods, price ranges, or is it more about whether they're serious buyers versus just browsing?
Yeah, exactly. It's about understanding if they are serious buyers, if they're looking for something specific, of course, understand their budget more or less, and then have them filter out into my CRM. And of course, I want the system, if the leads are qualified based on budget, based on their seriousness, I want the voice agent to book the calls and the meetings with me and those leads. So I prioritize my time and I know how to spend my time wisely. Would that be possible?
Absolutely, that's exactly what we do. Voice agents that qualify leads in real time, understand their budget and intent, book appointments directly into your calendar, and pass only the serious ones to your CRM. So you're not wasting time on tire kickers, you're only meeting with people ready to move. What I'd suggest is a free 30-minute call with Kyriaki, our founder. She works directly with real estate teams and would be able to look at your specific situation, how many calls you're getting, what your CRM setup looks like, the whole picture, and give you honest, practical advice on exactly how this would work for you and your business. No commitment, just a real conversation.
I need this set up as soon as possible. So what's the availability of Kyriaki tomorrow? Just to let you know, sorry for interrupting you, that I am based in New York. So I am looking for a call between 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. early in the morning. So would that be possible?
Got it. 8 to 10 a.m. New York time, that's early. Let me check what we have available tomorrow. So tomorrow is Wednesday the 25th. When you say 8 to 10 a.m. New York time, that's 2 to 4 p.m. our time here in Europe. Let me check what's available for you. Perfect. So for your 8 to 10 a.m. New York window, that translates to 2 to 4 p.m. our time. I have 2 p.m. and 2:30 p.m. available on Wednesday. That's 8 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. your time. Which one works better for you?
8 a.m. please, for tomorrow.
Perfect. Wednesday at 8 a.m. New York time. That's 2 p.m. our time. You're all set. Now I just need a few details from you. Just your email and phone number so we can get you confirmed and send you the calendar invite.
You can use my email as info, that's info at essere.ai, so it's info at essere.ai, and you can use my phone number as US New York code, and then 22 23 24 25.
Got it. So that's info at essere.ai, and your phone is +1 212 324 25. Just to confirm, is that the full phone number or is there more after the 25?
No, that's the full number.
Maria, you're all set. Let me get this booked for you. Perfect, Maria. You're all set. Your appointment is booked for Wednesday, February 25th at 2 p.m. our time. That's 8 a.m. New York time. A calendar invite has been sent to your email. Kyriaki is really looking forward to speaking with you about getting that voice agent set up for your real estate business. Is there anything else I can help you with before we wrap up?
No, thank you. That's it for now. I'm looking forward for the meeting tomorrow with Kyriaki. That's it. Simple as that. So what the agent did is, first of all, it identified my problem. It found out information about our workflows and our processes in our real estate agency. It then identified the challenges and the bottlenecks, and then suggested how essere.ai can help his real estate agency to automate this process and to build an efficient system for the inbound call. This way, he can increase conversion, he can improve the customer care, and of course, he can make his business more profitable by giving attention. This is especially powerful for businesses where people cannot just stop what they are doing every time a phone rings. Real estate agencies are a good example, and it's just as powerful for companies like electricians and plumbers, dental clinics, or law firms where the front desk is constantly interrupted by intake calls. In those environments, every ring pulls someone away from real work, and that's exactly where this system creates leverage. Let's take a step back for a moment. This isn't really about answering the phone faster or replacing a person. It's about what happens to your business when the very first interaction is structured properly. When a lead comes in and no one on your team has to drop what they are doing, something shifts. There's no context switching and definitely no rushing to write things down while trying to listen at the same time. The information is already captured, sitting inside your system before the sales conversation even begins. That completely changes the dynamic of the call. Instead of using the first part of the meeting to collect basic business information, your sales representative can start the conversation already informed. They know who they are speaking to and understand the context, the issues, the challenges, so they can focus entirely on diagnosing the problem deeply and moving the deal forward. And from the outside, your company feels different too. The response is immediate, the intake is smooth, and there is no confusion. When growth starts to increase, it doesn't create pressure or interruption. It simply flows through the system. That's the difference between handling inbound manually and building infrastructure that handles it for you. If you want to see how this actually feels from the caller's side, you can try it yourself. We've placed the phone number in the description below, so call it and let us know in the comments below how the conversation went. And if you're thinking about building something like this into your own workflow, then visit SRE.ai